Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us for the news at noon today. I'm Alexandra Carter. We start with some breaking news. A suspect arrested and identified in the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk. That development coming after 11,000 tips. CBS's Andres Gutierrez has more on the suspect and his reported confession.
We got him.
Authorities identified the suspected gunman in Wednesday's fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk as 22-year-old Tyler Robinson of Utah.
A family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident.
The development comes after the FBI released surveillance video overnight of a person seen on a roof, then jumping down.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" "Catch!"
Essentially, somebody that was very close to him turned him in.
President Trump broke the news on Fox and Friends, saying a minister and the father of the suspect helped in the arrest.
I hope he was going to be found guilty, I would imagine, and I hope he gets the death penalty. What he did, Charlie Kirk was the finest person. He didn't deserve this.
The 31-year-old conservative activist was shot and killed Wednesday at Utah Valley University during one of the college campus debates that he became famous for. On Thursday, Vice President J.D. Vance, who is a close friend of Kirk's, along with the second lady and Kirk's widow, escorted his body home to Arizona on board Air Force Two. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Orem, Utah.
Kirk's funeral, we're learning, will be next week in Arizona. That's his home state. The location remains unconfirmed, but it will likely be near the Turning Point USA headquarters in Phoenix. President Trump and the First Lady are expected to attend. And stay with News 8 Now on air and online for continuing coverage on the arrest and the shooting death of Charlie Kirk. An Amber Alert, meanwhile, issued for a 6-year-old girl missing from Portage County. Ruby Lehman was last seen at her grandmother's house in Almond yesterday. Police believe she was taken by her uncle, 34-year-old Jordan Coyle. You see him there on your screen. Ruby was wearing a lavender dress and shoes with Lilo and Stitch on them. Coyle driving this white 2001 Ford F-250 truck with Wisconsin license plate WC2249. If you see Ruby, Coyle, or this truck, call that number there at the top of your screen or 911. La Crosse police, meantime, investigating a north side shooting that happened around 2 a.m. at the 1700 block of George Street. 2 people taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Nearby residents are asked to review any security footage you may have and contact police or Crime Stoppers with any information. La Crosse's Friday night farmers market set to be in a new spot for the first time tonight. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit is live to tell us why. Allison.
The market is moving to the City Hall parking lot. That's after Burns Park closed earlier this week. The city closed down both Cameron and Burns Park, citing unsafe behaviors happening in both of them. The farmers market has been hosted at Burns Park this season, but in previous years it had been at Cameron Park. City officials say the market will be at City Hall for the rest of the season. And we will be speaking to officials with the farmers market this afternoon, and we'll have that full coverage in our evening shows. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Okay, Allison, we'll look for your report later. Thank you. Meanwhile, La Crosse confirming its first human case of West Nile virus this year. Wisconsin now has 10 human cases with 8 people hospitalized. Health officials say besides long sleeves and bug spray, you can remove standing water around your home. Mosquitoes breed in things like flower pots, gutters, and bird baths.
The other way that we prevent this and have done a great job over the years is not allowing things like standing tires to be in neighborhoods, or having homes or niches for water to pool and then for those mosquitoes to lay their eggs.
Most people with West Nile virus don't get sick, but severe cases can cause brain swelling. Students at Blair Taylor are being dismissed early right now. School officials say a semi-truck hit a power pole and caused a power outage at that school. Most school phone lines are down. Buses left about 30 minutes ago at 11:30. If transportation changes are needed, call 608-989-2525. And a News 8 Now follow-up, President Trump approving $29.8 million in flood relief. Aid will go to Milwaukee, southeastern Wisconsin, and Door County after August storms triggered historic floods. FEMA put the damage bill at more than $33 million. And the Packers offense showing off its swagger in a primetime win last night. The team beating the Washington Commanders 27-18, once again propelled by a hot start by the offense, jumping to a 14-3 going into the half. Jordan Love threw for 2 touchdowns, one going to Tucker Kraft, who finished with 124 receiving yards, the most by a Packers tight end since 2015. Packers moved to 2-0.
All right, increasing humidity moving into our areas. A huge ridge of high pressure is building from the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to usher in temperatures in the middle 80s today, possibly, and then possibly getting up to the 90s by the time we get into Sunday. Let's take a quick peek at what I've got going on for you here as we carry over into how this all shapes up. We're going to go right back into the possibility of seeing some conditions holding on to some temperatures currently holding on to about, say, 60s and some middle 70s in your forecast. That'll continue on as we roll right into a look here for Eau Claire. And you can see the skies look a little bit milky out there. We're going to see partly to mostly cloudy skies today, gathering into the potential for some evening showers and possible storms in your forecast. Even CityCam is showing it. You can see a little bit of milky skies out there as well, with temperatures in La Crosse holding on to about 84 degrees, with continuing temperatures in the 80s into the evening hours. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. President Trump is deploying the National Guard to another major city, telling Fox News he's sending them to Memphis. Some blue states don't want the help, but the president said he's heard from red states that do.
The mayor is happy. He's a Democrat mayor. The mayor is happy, and the governor, Tennessee. The governor is happy.
FBI data shows Memphis was among the top U.S. cities for violent crime and murder in recent years. Puerto Rican musician Bad Bunny is skipping the mainland U.S. on his concert tour. Bad Bunny telling ID Magazine he's avoiding U.S. venues because he fears ICE raids at his concerts. The musician has criticized ICE operations that have intensified under President Trump. Bad Bunny says American fans can travel to Puerto Rico to see him in concert. Coffee prices are on a double espresso caffeine high. Retail costs shot up more than 20% in August compared to the year before, according to the Consumer Price Index, the biggest year-over-year leap for coffee since October 1997. Economists say the Trump administration's tariffs on coffee exporting countries like Brazil are playing a huge factor in that cost hike. Bon Appetit is out with its list of best new restaurants of the year. Standouts include 20 places across the country, including Feld in Chicago and Venet in Minneapolis. The editor-in-chief of Bon Appetit says the homecoming theme is important this year.
It really does encompass everything that we've seen with so many of these restaurants, not only delicious food, but taking you back to a restaurant that tells you a lot about a neighborhood, tells you about ambition, tells you about a sense of place.
You can read more about the best new restaurants in Bon Appetit's October issue on newsstands now. Still to come for us here on the news at noon, are AI chatbots safe for children? I'll tell you why the FTC is investigating, and nearly 600,000 cars being recalled this afternoon, why you might want to check your display panel.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run. An event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our website for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. See the Nikki D Trio on Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Oh, man.
Yard work piling up? Gear up for fall with great deals on select mowers, UVs, and compact tractors.
We need a bigger crew. Bad day to be a leaf pile.
Gear up for fall, now through September 30th.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're going to find whatever you want, and you're going to find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans available. And as always, free delivery. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit us today.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs trapped for effortless protection. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Flu keeping you up?
I got this. I don't got this.
You need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu symptoms with NyQuil Intense Flu. You do got this. NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever, best sleep with the flu medicine.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our websites for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. Don't forget the homemade pie auction on Sunday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Run forward and give back at the YMCA Maple Leaf Walk Run presented by Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Join us in person or virtual with a 5K, 5-mile, half marathon, and kids fun run. An event for everyone. Register at laxymca.org.
Welcome back. Inflation and jobless claims are up. The federal government is asking major tech companies to explain what steps they're taking to protect kids from chatbots. And Toyota is recalling more than 500,000 vehicles. CBS News' Jesse Mitchell reports.
The latest consumer price index shows inflation rose 2.9% last month compared to the previous August. There was a 0.4% increase from July to August. The report says the biggest drivers for the uptick were rising housing and food costs. The same day, the Labor Department also said jobless claims were up 27,000 last week compared to the week before, signaling that layoffs are also on the rise. The Federal Trade Commission has launched an inquiry into chatbots and potential harms to children. The agency sent letters to multiple digital tech giants, including Facebook owner Meta and ChatGPT creator OpenAI, asking them to explain what steps they've taken to evaluate the safety of their chatbots when acting as companions. The move comes as ChatGPT has vowed to make changes after the company was sued by the family of a teen boy, alleging the chatbot led to his suicide. Some of the companies involved tell CBS News they will cooperate with the FTC. And nearly 600,000 Toyota and Lexus models have been recalled due to issues with the vehicle's display panel. The Japanese automaker says the instrument screen could stay blank at startup, depriving drivers of vital indicators, which could increase the risk of a crash and injury. Owners will be contacted by mid-November to take affected vehicles to the dealership for a free repair. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jesse Mitchell.
Coming up, a study that may help get your kids to bed on time and a warning about a health risk for some cancer survivors.
How do you find the best personal injury lawyer? You ask other lawyers. Every partner at Bygoff and Rohde has been ranked in the top 5% by their peers. Hire the MVPs of personal injury. Call BGR.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe, comfortable, and happy.
We have a lot of veteran installers who really care, and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department. Just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain, and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Some decisions you can make quickly. I'm all in. But when you're hiring a personal injury lawyer, trust me, you're going to win big. Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
It just feels like coming home.
I'm ready, and I'm on time.
Our show, it's a place to share your stories, to laugh, to get weird.
Don't move.
You know that feeling when you find your people and everything just clicks? Come join us.
We saved you a seat.
Drew returns September 8th.
In today's medical news, a new risk for survivors of cervical cancer. A Medical University of South Carolina study found women with a history of cervical cancer have nearly twice the risk of developing anal cancer. Both cancers are caused by HPV. Thanks to screening and the HPV vaccine, cervical cancer now has a 90% survival rate when caught early. AI is being used more and more in healthcare, but one thing it can't do is predict suicidal behavior. Researchers found current AI programs are not accurate at identifying people at high risk for self-harm or suicide. Researchers say it's also difficult, though, for clinicians to identify patients with a high risk for suicide. A new study is uncovering the most effective ways to get your kids to bed. Research published in JAMA found among kids ages 9 to 11, homes with family conflict were linked to later sleep times and poorer sleep quality. In homes where parents monitored their kids more and limited screen time, children had better quality sleep. Sleep problems are linked to both poor mental and physical health. As we head to break, we will take a live look outside from City Cam 8. Art's in next with a look at that weekend warm-up.
The National Home Furnishing Sale is back at Home Furniture. Get up to an extra 15% savings in instant factory rebates from our best furniture brands. Plus, get 36-month special financing with no money down. The National Home Furnishing Sale right now at Home Furniture.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Finish up projects with GE branded silicone sealants. Tub and tile silicone is 100% waterproof, making it perfect for kitchens and bathrooms. Get a tube for just $4.98 each after rebate. Update your home today with new sheet vinyl flooring from Mohawk. The Engage series is durable, easy to install, and waterproof. Right now, just 69 cents a square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The savings are heating up on fire tables during the fire sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off regular prices like this fire table set for $11.98, or get this woodland fire table for just $4.98. Hurry in for our year-end fire table sale, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, as we get into your afternoon, we're looking at this moisture coming in as high pressure is building all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, but it's ushering in some moisture along the northern tier of the United States as well as Canada, and that's moving directly toward us as well. So that's coming in for some afternoon thunderstorm activity, possibly, I should say, we'll call it the evening, and carrying into the overnight hours. Look how big that whole ridge of high pressure is. It's going all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico, and that will continue to stay with us as we finish out this weekend, going into the beginning of next week as well. You've got the shower activity that's happening right now. It's been going on pretty much all morning long along the northern tier of Wisconsin and Minnesota. That continues to happen as we see it edging closer with more of that on the way from Wilmer all the way back down towards Mankato. That's going to be headed towards La Crosse possibly in the forecast. And we're also going to see as we go into the evening winds getting up to 22 miles per hour gusting in some cases, and eventually you're going to be seeing this patch up to at least up to near 30 miles per hour going to the overnight hours in the morning around 5 a.m. I know most of y'all are sleeping, but there'll be some fisher folks out there having some fun out and about, but they're like, man, Art didn't tell us there were some gusts, but now you know. We get back into it, temperatures holding on to the 80s, those low to middle 80s, and we're picking up some mostly sunny skies now, most of which were partly cloudy to at least mostly cloudy today, so it's changed up in the forecast again. Down to Prairie du Chien, partly cloudy skies. You'll hold all the way up to Westby. You're looking at mostly sunny skies there. Of course, temperatures in the low to middle 80s. Once you get up to La Crosse, you're looking at 84 degrees there, and then back up to Osseo, you're seeing mostly sunny skies at 80 degrees. All right, so we take a peek at what's happening. We get into some shower and storm activity for Ladysmith as we get in the afternoon, as well as Weyerhaeuser. We hold that there, mostly cloudy skies, where even Eau Claire is showing mostly cloudy skies but dry conditions. You'll see at least some mostly sunny skies once you go farther to the east as well, all the way down to Neillsville. You're partly cloudy skies there. We get into the afternoon, you see the showers well up to the north there. They continue to track. I'm ushering in some extra cloud cover as you get into Ladysmith. You've got the showers coming in by the 11 o'clock hour. So this has changed from the forecast we had earlier. Today it was 7:30 in the evening. They were coming in during your evening commute. This continues to come into the overnight hours as we go into 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. with showers and storms now happening, but most of which are going to cut right out of the region and continue to do so all the way into the early morning hours into the afternoon. 2:45 on Saturday, you're looking at 80s pretty much in the forecast. With I just saw a 90 in there. Did you see that 90 by La Crosse as well? I just saw that too. But anyway, we'll hold on to the 8:30 hour. You're looking at temperatures in the 70s still to near 80 degrees. Saturday's highs in the upper 80s. You can see that happening there to the upper 70s well up to the north. And once you get into it, the rainfall you see is still holding on to 1/10 of an inch or less in the forecast, and it continues to work through the area, getting up to at least 3/4 of an inch well to our east. We'll also pick up temperatures holding on as we go to today, Sunday, with at least 90-degree heat in the forecast for La Crosse, 87 for Eau Claire, and upper 80s going to your forecast right back into it. Monday, we'll follow suit with similar conditions, and as you roll right into the next few days, again, we keep that heat going into Tuesday. Wednesday, it gradually breaks down. Showers and storms for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week.
All right. It's still staying pretty warm next week, huh?
Pretty much.
Going to be a hot one. Okay, thank you, Art. Still to come, a true taste of summer. Speaking of, we'll tell you about the unusual ice cream flavor getting everyone talking after the break.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
At Johnson Tractor, we know farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to be your trusted New Holland dealer, delivering top-of-the-line equipment and unmatched support. From the field to the barn, our team is here to keep you running strong with reliable service and expertise you can count on. Johnson Tractor, your New Holland dealer of choice. Visit us today and experience the difference.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you're allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
You're watching News 8 Now.
expect more.
Finally today, would you try sunscreen flavored ice cream? Van Leeuwen Ice Cream and Carnival Cruise created this unusual flavor to celebrate the end of summer. The sunscreen ice cream contains coconut cream, cocoa butter, vanilla, and sea salt. Okay, so it doesn't sound too bad. It's not in stores yet, but it could be released after social media influencers get to try it. Art is back with the final check of our weather when we come back.
They say you can't buy happiness. Well, they probably haven't had a $5.99 breakfast with 2 pancakes, 2 strips of bacon, and a freshly cracked egg. The Great American Trio at Perkins, starting at $5.99. The comfort you crave.
This right here is what the experts call a problem.
Today I'm lifting some sunken concrete.
So again, this is simply forming a new layer between the soil and the concrete, and it's expanding as we speak.
That's right.
That's moving.
It's moving.
Son of a gun.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
It's weirdly satisfying.
Isn't it?
Oh, man.
Yard work piling up? Gear up for fall with great deals on select mowers, UVs, and compact tractors.
We need a bigger crew. Bad day to be a leaf pile.
Gear up for fall, now through September 30th.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Before you head out for a long day, take some time to stop and smell the pancakes. Also eat them. That's even better. The Great American Trio at Perkins, starting at $5.99. The comfort you crave.
Friday Night Frenzy, tonight at 10.
All right, increasing humidity, that means summer's back with all that heat coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to be holding on to temperatures in the 80s and increasing to the 90s with more 80s following into next week with some showers and storms. Oh my goodness, it's going to be
our last hurrah of summer, maybe. We'll see, right? I'll check if we can get warm. All right, thank you, Art. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you back here tonight.